Well, car crashes are a top cause of premature death for children in Arizona, making it the #1 safety problem for kids.
That's according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Phoenix Children's Hospital, and AAA. This morning, Team 12's Jen Wall joins us live from Phoenix.
And Jen, there are ways to make sure that your kiddos are extra secure when we're driving around. So how do we do that?
Yeah, good morning to you. So a simple car seat check makes a world of difference. And a lot of these folks that pay attention to this are seeing people come in and they're not installed properly. And so joining me live is Blanca Villasenor. Good morning. Thank you so much. She's with Phoenix Children's and you're a car seat expert here. So why is that so important that parents get their car seats checked and make sure it's done right?
Yeah, so we want to make sure that the kids are always riding safe in the car. A lot of the things parents think that probably a child might be okay using a seatbelt, but actually a seatbelt does not fit a child properly. That's why they need to be in a 5-point harness car seat. And then tag along, bring along all the details that parents have to remember, right, on how to properly buckle in the child. So we want to make sure that they're riding safe in the car.
Yeah, and it's pretty crazy. According to a national database, more than half of car seats brought in for inspection are not done properly. So what are some of the common mistakes that you see when checking car seats?
Right, so one of the things that we see wrong is actually the seat not being installed correctly. So we want to check the car seat from where the seatbelt is coming from. You want to move it side to side. If it moves more than 1 inch, that means that it's still too loose. So you want to kind of tighten either the harness or the lower anchors depending on how you install the seat. Another commonly mistake that we get is people not using the top tether anchor. This tether anchor actually is appropriate for a forward-facing seat. This is actually going to protect the top part of a car seat to move forward in a car crash. Another thing that we see commonly mistake is actually the harness. So the harness might be too loose on the child, so we don't want that. We want to make sure that the child is protected in the car. To check to see if it's a good harness installation, so you want to do is do the pinch test. If you're able to pinch the slack right here from the shoulder area, if you're able to pinch the slack, that means that it's still too loose and you need to keep tightening it.
All right, so it's Child Passenger Safety Week. What are the ways to do it correctly?
Right, so first you want to make sure that either the child is facing rear facing or forward facing. You want to choose the direction where they are. For little ones, we want to make sure that they're rear facing. And then also you want to make sure that you have a good installation. If you want to use the seat belt, you want to make sure that you use the correct routing, right? Once you buckle it, you either have to lock the seat belt, right? And then we do what I mentioned before. You want to make sure that it's installed correctly. If it's moving more than 1 inch, that means that it's not a good installation.
All right, Blanca, thank you so much for joining us live. Blanca Villasenor with Phoenix Children's. And so Saturday is Seat Check Saturday, and you can take your car seat into PCH. If you make an appointment, you just contact them and they can set up an appointment anytime to make sure that your car seat is done properly. And we'll put that information on our website, 12news.com. For Never Live in Phoenix, Jen Wall, Today in AZ.